Changing your oil is a vital part to making sure that your car lives a long and healthy life. To do this, you can spend your money on taking it to a garage and getting it done, or you can just take a little time out of your day and do it yourself. So today I'm going to teach you how to change your oil on my sister's 2007 Hyundai Tucson. So first, to change your oil, you're going to need a socket set, an oil filter wrench, an old rag, some motor oil of the correct weight and the correct amount for your vehicle, the correct oil filter for your vehicle, an oil drain pan, a hydraulic jack with a couple of jack stands. So to get started, you're going to want to pop your hood up, and then you're going to want to reach down and loosen your oil fill cap. So now you're going to want to go and jack up your car. You want to find a nice solid metal spot on your frame. Jack it up until you can fit your jack stand right under there. And you're going to lower your jack onto that jack stand. Now you're going to want to go under and find your oil plug. This is what your oil plug will look like compared to the rest of your undercarriage. Oil drain pan under your oil plug. And you're going to want to get your socket ready. That looked like it was a 16 millimeter. Now you're going to want to get your socket around your oil plug and turn it counterclockwise. This will probably take a little bit of force. And once you get it broken free, you can take it and unthread it by hand. This will then start to drain your oil. Now you're going to want to let it drain for a few minutes and let it drain until it's just dripping out of the hole. Alright, so we let it drain for a few minutes, and as you can see, it's at a pretty light stream. Not quite a drip, but that's okay. So we're going to want to stick our oil plug back in and rethread it by hand so you don't cross thread anything. And then once that's hand tight, you're going to want to take your socket and turn it clockwise this time. You're going to want to get it as tight as you can get it without forcing it. So now you're going to want to find your oil filter after everything is tight. And you're going to want to get your filter wrench in around it and turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. Now once you get it loosened, unscrew it by hand. And once you get it off, you're going to want to take it out of there and set it in your pan to let it drain out a bit. So now we're going to take our new oil filter. First thing you want to do is check the instructions, see how much you want to tighten it. This says 3/4 of a turn, past hand tight. And then after we have checked that, we're going to take a little bit of the new oil, get it on our finger. We're going to grease up this gasket right here so that it won't stick next time you change your oil. So now that our filter's all ready, we're going to want to get it back in there. And we're going to want to screw it on by hand until it's hand tight. So you probably can't see it too well, but we've got our new filter on and it's hand tight. So now we're going to take our oil filter wrench and stick it on, and we're going to want to turn it 3/4 of a turn past the hand tight. You don't want to over tighten it, so once you get that 3/4 turn, you want to stop there. Now we're just going to lower the car down. You're just going to want to do it in reverse order. You're going to want to jack your car up higher than the jack stand and take them out from under them. The car is all lowered down, so we can start filling it back up. Now you don't need a funnel for this, but in this case the fill hole is in a really bad spot, so it will come in handy. And you're just going to want to start pouring the oil into the fill hole. Added the 3 quarts, so we're going to want to check how much we have on the dipstick, and it says we are still low, so we're going to keep filling it. Now this varies for all cars. You're going to want to check how much your car takes, but you still want to check how much is on the dipstick every time you fill it. So we added about another quart, and now that looks like it is full. So for us, that took about 4 quarts until the dipstick read full. And now that the dipstick read full, we're going to want to get in and start the car. And now you're going to want to let your car run for a minute or two. This forces oil into the new oil filter, which will make the dipstick reading go down. So after this, we'll have to add more oil. And based on where it was, going to add about another quart. And now that we've added the other quart, it's reading full. So now the oil change is complete. You can take your funnel out if you put one in there, and you're going to want to replace your oil or your oil cap, and you are done. So that is how you change your car's oil. Hopefully you learned how to help maintain your car's health and maybe save a little money doing it.